Money.
Camera.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Who this book?
That's my guy.
Can I have a seat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please chain Jane. 100 for the watch.
I don't have no, what's it called? No USB, but I can say
Thought it
it.
was just.
Alright, I'm finna just start recording, but it ain't really ain't that ain't really recording on Facebook.
Excuse me.
I mean recording on what's it called right now? YouTube.
Can you sing?
Question: when you was going live from this deal right here, where did the video go?
It's on my YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Joe take that and edit it up with what he got and come out with a real video.
You want to use that one for the camera? I did.
No, use phone.
So I'm doing this just to be safe for me. No. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna find like clips, like a 1 minute clip to have on Instagram tonight. Okay, for tomorrow. But where we going live from? What we doing?
For sure, we gonna be from Facebook. I mean,
Okay.
from Instagram.
Okay.
Fucking Instagram. YouTube.
Okay.
And I'm live on YouTube already right now.
Okay.
Right now. I really want to get an entrepreneur university banner. The people on Five right now with the logo. I made a little bullshit logo. I was gonna put it on these screens. That whole
100 for the watch.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Please chain James.
You live at 5.
Live, baby.
I don't even know them words.
Yeah, I don't know them either. I don't know none of the words. And I don't try to fake like I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
real
yeah.
time. What you-
JJ Simmons. So,
What's
is
our
it
topic
money on
today?
camera?
Armani, you just call him out.
That's a real question?
What you say?
That was a real question. What's
No,
our
I
topic?
got it.
Okay, what is it?
Something.
No, right here. 100 for the watch.
Who can read that? How do I? Okay.
Who you
Let
tapping
me go to
to?
the note. That's my legend.
My.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's our series, but that's not our topic today.
This
See, I told
is
you to go to
the
the note.
points.
Everybody.
Master your mind. Sell yourself daily. Vision plus execution equals results.
Today is master your mind.
Alright,
That's how we
bet.
did it.
So we gonna sell master your mind? Okay.
So you was saying we talk about all of these today.
But okay, that's fine.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, number one.
Alright, bet.
That's why y'all supposed to read the note.
Don't act like you did.
I'm just saying.
Don't act like
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
Cause then we
100
would all
for
get
the
on
watch.
one accord.
Please chain James.
Hey,
Do me a favor, hit record on that. The little red.
Oh, this red one?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, she got an iPhone in her hand.
But she finna record for footage. She finna
No,
record
I
for
got
his.
it.
I
I'm
got
saying
what
she know
you
what to
said.
do.
I got what you
Give me.
said. Let me get the angle.
Marvin,
right.
put my click or something. No, not that. The little handle, the little round right there. More to the. Let me help you. Let me see.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like in between. No too much gap.
Mobbing with my click or something.
You can have it down front, slip on my head.
20 Tang Jane.
We got some good reviews on last week's show.
Did we? But this might need to be closer.
Are they even on?
You only got water for yourself?
I'm sorry. Yep. So we doing all of this
definitely
today?
on already.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, we got that one. And action.
Hello, everybody. Yo. Welcome to Entrepreneur University.
That's real right now?
He said action.
Okay, all right, I'm just checking.
It's real. It's all.
Go ahead. You know, you the host. Come on, go ahead.
No,
Go for
we
it.
the host. Well, so this is our first session, our
Okay.
first live radio podcast. So first, let's introduce ourselves. Go ahead.
You talking, my love. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I am 1/3 of the
Entrepreneur
professors
University.
at Entrepreneur
Professor.
University. I am Money, aka Money on Camera, aka Armani, whichever you prefer. I answer to, and I am a model, an actress, and I am an entrepreneur.
A great model and actress.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
Thank you. And
Come
my
on.
business is The Creative Firm.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram at _The Creative Firm. And then the other business coming up, I'll tell you about in later dates.
Okay. Well, look, I'm JJ Simmons, Thou Shall Prosper TV. I'm here. I'm excited about the opportunity of us all connecting together for the greater good, to get attention, to educate the people, and to sell products that's going to help you blow up your business. So I'm here with Entrepreneur University, and I'm so excited about what is about to happen, like for real, like outside of all the entertainment and everything else, we're going to help you, like straight up. My mission is to help you, to educate you and enlighten you so I can eventually transform you. Amen. So that's me, JJ Simmons. Whatever you do, don't forget me. I'm here to stay, baby.
And the last link to the puzzle.
Okay, it's Pop Dog. You know, last link. I like to call myself a shoestring because I tie things together.
Come on, man. I like that.
Well, I'm just here to make sure I can pull the best out of everybody and that's listening and everybody that's gonna ever see anything that we do, because that's what we here for.
Awesome.
To make others great.
Okay, so today we're talking about how to tap into your passion. You know me, I'm a student of the economy, and the word passion is a very trending word right now. Passion, entrepreneurship, income, monetizing, and, you know, social media. These are words right now that are very, very relevant. They trending. That's like the best word I can come up with.
Let's break it down for the audience first. So if you got your pen and your paper, pull it out. Let's take notes in class, people.
Yeah.
Our topic today is how to tap into your passion.
Right.
All right. We're gonna touch on what, 4 topics today?
Yeah. Four topics.
Okay.
And hopefully they can help you in whatever. Well, I know that they're going to help you because I've discovered that some kind of way is going to connect with you some kind of way, you know. So how to tap into your passion. When you think of the word passion, what comes to your mind, my brother?
That's what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, basically, everything that you really want.
Right.
Everything that you could imagine.
Anything
Even
your
if it's
heart
outside
desires.
of your, even if it's, that's what I was saying, even if it's your wildest desires, outside of what's your current paradigm. If it's outside of the box, that's just you in the right place.
Yeah.
That's your passion. Whatever you can think about, whatever your imagination sends to you. When you was a child, what you wanted to do first, that's your passion. Whatever gonna make you smile when you go outside, and you gotta have desire and go after it.
What about you? What comes to your
The same thing, basically. Whatever your heart desires is your passion. Whatever fuels you in the morning, whatever gets you out of bed in the morning is your passion.
Okay.
If you go to a job and you don't like it, that's not your passion. Whatever gets you out of bed is your passion.
I
JJ,
got it.
JJ, what's your passion? Tell us.
Mobbing with my click or something.
Hey.
You know, to me, you know, when I think of passion, I have added a new word to passion. To me, like right now, I just don't have passion. I'm obsessed. Like I'm obsessive. I'm like maniac, crazy to my passion. You know, when I think of passion, I think of something that I have become non-negotiable about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can admit a few years ago, I'm going to say it was like 2015, I was on the fence. I wanted to go work at a car dealership and all kind of stuff because I knew I can sell, but I was kind of like, I was negotiable. Okay, so what I had to do, I had to look at what it was that I had. I had to look at all the avenues that I had to execute my passion, then eventually monetize the passion. But my passion is for me to speak. I'm a speaker. I like to educate. I like to communicate. So when I think of passion, I think of this non-negotiable thing that you have that you're not willing to live without. That's what passion means to me. That you are not willing to live without it. You follow me? So that's what comes to my mind.
So since we in a university, let's answer for the students. How do you monetize your passion?
Well, I mean, that's a great question. I think number one, you'll never really monetize your passion until you really commit to it 100%.
But before we monetize, we need.
Yeah, I think it's so far away from that, right? We talked about that last time.
Let's start at the beginning. Let's first tap into it. So we have this passion. Now what?
Well, I'm looking at these notes, and the first thing comes to my mind. I wanted to talk about this one, but I'm gonna talk about this one. You gotta be sold selling yourself.
Okay.
You have to be sold on you first. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know that that's like traditional, and that's like sounds so common. But I read a book that's called, and I'm loud as a whistle, but I love it. I read a book that's called Sell or Be Sold. I'm gonna repeat that again. Sell or be sold.
That's your homework, students.
Okay, write that down. Sell or be sold. This is, let me tell you something. I've read over 100 books. And this is, forget everything else. I can throw everything to the trash. This book right here is so incredible. And one of the chapters is, he started off like this. He said, if you're not selling, it's because you're not sold. And if you're not sold, you won't sell. So you have to be sold on you. Okay? So, let me go ahead. You want to say anything about that? You got to be sold on you.
That's a fact. People have to be sold on themselves, but I'm gonna just go in addition. You have to be so sold on you that you can't doubt yourself, because any doubt's gonna come, and you have to kind of get in a natural order or alignment with creation, so you can tell you, nah, go for that.
Yeah.
Go for that.
Yeah, you got to be Kanye West sold. If you ain't Kanye West sold, you ain't sold.
So when I first started modeling, I'm not gonna lie, even to this day, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just get in front of the camera and do what I'm supposed to do, or do what I think I'm supposed to do. My job is to convince y'all that I know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. So when I first started, I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just about to convince these people. And people have told me, I thought you've been modeling forever.
Yeah.
So I did what I set out to do. I was sold on myself, and in return, I sold it to y'all, and y'all believed it, or y'all believe in it.
Amen. That's amazing.
That's live. That's live.
Yeah, you got to be sold. What was your process of becoming sold on you?
Honestly, I just woke up and said, look, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it. That was it.
Yeah. What about you, boss?
My process is so different, because it's like I went to school and got all of the education for what I'm doing and just wasn't using it.
Okay.
And then when I got to using it, I'm like, do I really know what I'm doing? Do I got enough experience, knowing I had been to school, knowing I got all the education, and I had already been an entrepreneur for about the last 10 years without really thinking about it.
Okay.
So it was just about telling other people how they could become an entrepreneur, how they life is already a business, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
I had to make people realize. So it was more or less me having to sell people on themselves than me having to sell myself. I felt like it was always easy for people to buy into me, because they buy into me for just different reasons. But buying into themselves was harder. To get people to realize what they were was harder than to get them to realize what I was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my mission on that, and I'm still working on it, trying to
Absolutely. Yeah.
We got questions?
It's just a lot of people with thumbs up. I know they say the Rockets.
Yeah, I do want to at least get to like 3 questions into the clip. We was gonna leave that for later, but we can do it now. Let's see what they got. If anybody's saying something on.
You know, these my people. They talking to me about some good shit. 100. Rockets fighting. Clay got 3 fouls since the first quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
Okay.
Popping, baby. It's going down.
Hopefully them boys win. You know, we don't.
I just want to see my city win.
Okay. So for me, you know, one thing I have done and continue to do to sell myself is I've discovered that the more educated I am about what I'm doing, the more I can continue to sell myself. Because because years ago, I didn't know this until I was educating myself, Monty, that years ago I had a lot of personality-based success. And personality can get you far, but sometimes there is a limitation to personality. For example, oh my God, comes to my mind. That's from a relationship perspective, right? Like you can have personality, but if you don't have adaptation, then it can kind of like hinder you. Yeah, it can hinder you. So for me, the more I begin to educate myself in my field, the more I can sell myself, because I know I'm equipping myself for the journey, if that makes any sense. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm saying this right now, I'm like, wow, that's kind of like, have so much in that. But yeah, so that's what happened for me. I began to educate myself more and more and more, to a point I can't admit, I thought I was like, am I getting a little too crazy with this reading thing? But then as I begin to execute, I begin to notice how this piece of information was important, that piece of information. And as I was going, I was accumulating all this data that I begin to utilize it as I'm selling to other people because I was sold on me. You follow me? So that's one.
And to piggyback off, you can only trick people for so long.
Yeah.
So that goes to what you're saying when you say educate yourself. Because if I say I'm a model and I do this and I do whatever it is I say that I do, and then I get in a room full of people that's in Cali or in Hollywood and I don't know what the hell they're talking about, then I don't know what's going on. So I can fool everybody else.
Yeah.
Or the people that don't know anything, but I can't fool the educated people. So I have to be educated on what's going on in my field.
Wow, that's amazing. So the second point, to me, this one is I like this one. It's so similar, but it's so more in depth, and it's mastering your mind. Mastering your mind. What comes to your mind, my brother? I'm gonna tell you something. I can talk about this. I got a whole lesson on it that's called mental toughness for success. But go ahead, my brother.
See, what I go into is, as a man thinketh, so we shall be.
Okay.
So when they talk about mastering your mind, it's kind of, you got to realize that your mind is unlimited and it ain't no capsule that you can put on it.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of striving from that question earlier. We constantly regurgitating information and putting more and more in so that we can have deeper and broader conversations with deeper and broader people in them kind of networks. So when you master your mind, it's basically about taking everything, feeding yourself. See, the motherfucking sun will feed you light if you do it right. You just gotta feed yourself all of the right information. Feed yourself all of the right nutrition. It don't matter if it's just being outside enough, getting that vitamin D, because a lot of people going crazy because they vitamin D deficient.
Yeah.
That's enough. You gotta be able to you gotta feed your mind so that you can master it. You feed your mind information, it's gonna master itself because it's all knowing. We all share the same consciousness. It ain't like you gonna give yourself a bunch of information and it's gonna be too much for you. If it's too much for you, your mind ain't gonna take it in. If you can take it in, then you can do something about it. That's mastering.
Give me a story of give me a real life example of you was en route pursuing your passion and your mind started playing tricks on you.
That's every day.
Well, give me an
You
example.
gotta overcome.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sometimes I'm on my way to do something, or I have my mind set on something, or my heart set on something, and my mind gets to saying, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or you can't do that. That's impossible. Or you never did that before. Nobody else done that before. You have to, like you said, you have to master your mind. You have to overcome those thoughts, and you got to think good thoughts. You got to think positive thoughts, because as long as you're thinking negatively, whether it's subconscious or whatever, that's what you end up believing.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going that way with Master Your Mind. I was going as far as you have to be less emotional and more, what word am I looking for? You just have to be less emotional, period. That's the way I was going with it. So
You think people too emotional?
yes.
I think trials and tribulations are necessary.
Absolutely.
So even if I could think of a story, it's like every day, because entrepreneurship, every day it's like I don't feel like I done seen the mountaintop, everything working, and I done seen the bottom where it's like, I can't believe that shit just happened.
Yeah.
And it ain't the more it happens, the more, because people will tell you all day long, like, hey, doing business is worse than the streets. And I'm like, it can't be. Until you realize the same rules don't apply. So it's a different kind of game, it's a different kind of matrix you gotta allow yourself to be in. You gotta kind of take some shit that you wouldn't take in another realm. It's really different kind of realms. You have to play those parts, and it's just, you gotta stick to the code. And even if it ain't your code, you gotta get on code.
Absolutely, I agree. I completely agree. I tell you one thing. Your mind, if you're taking notes, write this down. Your mind is a negotiator.
Definitely.
And your mind. So when I use terms like master your mind, that stuff is so real to me, because that's one of the greatest things I've learned about your mind is that your mind negotiates with you daily. For example, like you just said, you don't know what you're doing. That's your mind trying to negotiate with you. Okay. Then your other, whether your left brain, right brain, oh no, you got this. Nah, dude, you ain't do this. Your girl did that. You did that. So your mind is constantly negotiating with you. And I've discovered, for example, I'll tell you a story. I went to Israel in 2013. This is when I learned this. I went to Israel for 13 days, and when I was getting my money together to go to Israel, I remember I had to send the travel agency a deposit of $500. It was a $2,500 trip for everything. 13 days, flight, everything, food included, hotel. And I sent them people $500, and the lady told me on the phone, well, that's awesome. We're glad you're doing that, but you got to have the rest in 5 days. And the money was gone. And I was like, oh my God. So my mind was like, dude, you ain't gonna make the money. You still got your personal life to deal with. You ain't gonna do this. And I'm talking about
my mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah, and that's when I caught the revelation that my mind was trying to negotiate me out of my destiny. Okay?
I like that.
Okay, so you gotta understand. You gotta understand when your mind is telling you you can't, in reality it's because you can. But if your mind can negotiate with you and keep you out of your destiny, then you won't get there if you don't realize that your mind is trying to negotiate you out of the destiny.
This is a little off topic, but this is important for entrepreneurs. Sometimes you have to have people in your circle that will push you, because you can talk yourself out of some stuff.
Yeah.
And when you get to talking yourself out of things, you need somebody to say, it's okay. Because sometimes you're not going to be able to talk to yourself and say you got it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need somebody in your corner that say you got it. Whether it be a spouse, a friend, whatever it is, you need somebody that's going to be able to say.
So what about all the people that claim they got everybody hating on them and they don't got that one person?
I hate that word. I'm not going to lie to you.
So what? Because that's real. Because some people, I ain't gonna lie, I can't think of nobody right now. You know. So what about that person, boss? That don't have that one person.
Man, if you don't got haters, something wrong.
No, I'm talking about you don't have that one person that's pushing you.
You gotta be yourself. This is a game of ascension from within. That's what every
Ooh,
book.
I like that.
That's what every book
Ascension
ever is trying to
from
tell you, that you
within.
have.
Ooh, that's powerful.
You need
like
no
that.
man. You need no woman. You need nothing else to be what you want to be except you.
Hold up. Talk to me more about that. Where that concept come from? Because that got to be deeper than that. Talk to me about that ascension from within.
Ascension from within. That's the same thing as a man thinking.
Perfect. Huh?
You can't write it off.
It's pulling the best out of yourself. It's figuring out how to maximize your own potential and doing it. That's mental alchemy.
I got you. I like that. That's powerful, bro. Hold up, man. That boy that went scientific on out here on these streets.
Well, come on, let's go back into the mind.
Come on,
I really
man.
want to play, like I even have brought on my list of the different brain portions. I don't know if you ever seen the timeline I sell.
No. Let me see it.
This is 9 minutes video. I can't.
Oh, it's a video? Okay, my fault.
But it basically, one of the slides break down the brain. The right hemisphere is for rhythm, spatial awareness, things like that. That's where your anxiety, your depression, your feelings, and everything else come from. Your left hemisphere is analytical, numbers, words, logic, shit like that. So basically, you have to master both sides, but doing so is just being active. So experience gotta be your best teacher, because your experience is literally what's teaching you. So if I want to learn how to write, I gotta put this pen to the paper and I gotta write. Or else I ain't using my mind, and my mind will never develop that. So once you're supposed to get in them lanes, and something big's supposed to happen in drastic. Like I feel like during Hurricane Harvey, I really feel like I got for $500,000, and I was like, this can't be right. Because I'm thinking I'm just doing something good and not knowing people playing the other side of it. So I'm like, this can't be right. But this happened for real.
Okay.
And I had to get over it. I couldn't drag on it. I couldn't let it be like, we supposed to have, nah, you gotta go on. You gotta go. And
gotcha.
I had to master my mind. My mind was telling me to go left.
What it was telling you to do?
Go to jail.
Mobbing.
Go to jail
Come
for
on,
show. Man. Over with a non-profit.
I feel you, bro.
That goes back to selling yourself selling yourself or own your. What do we say? Selling yourself to yourself.
Why are you looking at my notes? Where your notes
my
at?
Notes
you didn't write
phone.
your notes down.
My
You
notes
playing
on
games
my phone.
over here.
I'm a millennial. We write notes on our phone.
Oh, okay.
But when you mess in your mind and if I wake up, I don't know what everybody else's thing is, but in the morning I wake up and I speak affirmations out loud to myself. That helps me.
Do you really do that?
No, I do.
Like loud?
Yes.
Show me how you do it.
I have my mirror. Have
No,
a
do
post.
it right now.
I just.
I'm great. I'm this. No, show me.
Come on, man.
She's nervous. Come on, you act up for the
Come on,
camera.
man,
I'll
this
be like-
Have you seen?
Look at her, man.
Have you seen me and Mary Jane? You know how she had the post-its all over her mirror?
No, I don't watch that. That's for emotional women.
Oh my gosh! So
No,
I have post-its all
That's
over
for
my
emotional
mirror.
women.
Oh,
I have
that's gotta be
post-its
Mary
all
Jane.
over my mirror, and I speak those things.
Man,
every
show us
morning.
what you do.
So when I wake up in the morning while I'm brushing my teeth and I'm getting ready, I say I will be on Mint Dentistry billboards around Houston and Texas.
No, do it in the voice that you do. I want to hear the
I just
tone.
say it regular.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get gangster with
No,
it?
I don't know.
Okay, I get gangster with
But
it.
How you do it, JJ?
I'm great. I mean, like, I really get loud. Like, this like my real person. Like, this is not a turn on
But
for radio.
that's your personality.
Okay.
I just be chilling.
All right, I'm just
You
checking.
know, so do it.
Mobbing with my click or something. Tizzy Tang Jane, 100 for the watch.
Hey, motherfucker.
I might roll Lamborghini. A whole nother Lamborghini. That's that pop right there. Yeah. So, that's good though. Affirmation. This is my homie right here.
goes to the
Look,
best
Mint
thing in your
Dentistry
mind.
right here. This is Mint Dentistry right
Everybody
here.
needs to go to my page and tag me in Dentistry.
Absolutely.
We trying to get on
Please
them
do that.
billboards.
Tag
I'm trying to
her.
get on them billboards.
Here, pin yourself. Everybody.
Pin yourself, pin yourself.
Pin yourself.
Mobbing with my click or something.
Now you are the post.
Okay. So now,
Oh,
what's the next topic?
Let me just say this. So we got selling yourself. We got mastering your mind. And I want to talk about this one. Number 3. Selling yourself daily, baby.
Daily.
Every day. See, this is the thing. I was doing an article, I was writing something the other day, and I was talking about the difference between learning and studying. It's two different things.
Definitely.
See, a lot of us, we learn. For example, I'll tell you this. We all knew algebra, geometry, when we was in school. 90% of us in this, 100% of us in here probably don't know it no more. I know I don't. Why? Because we didn't continue to study.
Don't put me in that 100%. I
Okay.
know my algebra.
Do you to this day?
Yes.
God bless you. What about you?
Yeah, that's
Man,
Well, I
it's
guess
in my-
I'm the
it's
10%.
in my blood.
I don't.
It's in my blood.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Okay, well, anyway, my point. Let's not dilute the point.
So
The
50%.
No,
or
I'm
30 or
10. I'm going to take the
okay.
charge.
Or
I'm
25%.
going to take the charge. What about you, sister? You know geometry to this day? Keep it real.
To the D.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
She said I passed with it.
That's all I needed.
I was high in school, man. I went to school high. Okay, but this is the point. Learning is accumulating information. Studying is like to devote real time to it. It's like Peyton Manning watching film. Every day, every day, every day, every day. So when I think about selling yourself daily, this stuff got to become a lifestyle. Like affirmations. Like, let me say this, okay? Talking about affirmations. I have had moments I got to go in the car and like let out a cry, like, and
get ugly with it. Huh?
get ugly, get resold, retrain my mind, reprogram my mind,
I like
and
when you
resell.
said that.
Like I have had moments like that, dude, that I will go in the car and just break. Boom. I'm talking about break.
But that goes, see, all of
That's not
my
really
students, all of this goes together. That goes to mastering your mind.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you gotta release. You gotta let go and let everything out so that you can refocus.
See, I get so scientific with it because once I figured out that I could repair my DNA in real life, I realized
That's powerful.
that's what we're supposed to go after.
Yeah, explain that. Explain for the 5%, like me,
Let me see what's the best way to.
because I know what you mean, but you know.
Okay.
But dumb it down for us.
Okay. Everything that comes with your body comes with a different thing that the world gives you. Melatonin and serotonin. Some is emitted to you in the light, some is emitted to you in the dark. Light is information. It biogenetically embeds in your body. And that's
Okay.
information that you could take with you on. So things that you could do through life will make you start to increase your memory. You know what I'm saying? Physically, go faster, run faster. You think better, right? Doing math. Man, it's spatial
Go
awareness.
back to repairing. You said once you
But
figure out
that's
you can do something, you can repair it. Go back to that.
All of that is a piece of repairing your DNA because once you do that, you can start implementing.
Let me tell you what that means to me, what you just said. Once you figure out 1 + 1 is 2, you can constantly repeat it and get the result. Is that what you mean, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure?
But even deeper than that because we have like literal spidey senses inside of us that we don't use.
Oh my God, this man here.
For real.
Okay, now let me stop. I'm playing around, but I'm dead serious right now.
When he said when he said we can repair it, to me that means if we already figured out the formula how it worked,
Right.
we can go do it again.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Amen. Okay, the melatonin, the skin tone, the red bone, the black bone. I mean, you know, it is what it is. The yellow bone from Louisiana, Lafayette, baby. Mopping with my click or something. Okay, so this is the thing, man. Selling yourself, how often?
Daily.
My.
Y'all got that in y'all notes? Daily.
Ain't no moment you ain't selling yourself. You either doing good.
What's
Anything
the
that
biggest
change
moment
your
you
life?
had in your life so far?
In
that
my
you-
life? Referring to what?
Your business,
Okay.
or just personal, it don't matter. That you had to sell yourself on it to get your breakthrough.
Acting. So I took if anybody knows me, they know I act as well as model. I took a 10-year hiatus for my own personal reasons. When I got back on stage, I didn't know if I still had it. Okay. Fortunately, the audience members came up to me and was like, "Oh, you great, blah 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 blah." So then I had to tell myself every day, "You the shit, girl." Like, I'm not even exaggerating. If you see me on stage, I'm really the shit.
Okay.
Okay. So
You the bomb.
No, I'm the shit.
Yeah, no, that's a bad, horrible example. I know what you're saying though.
Pop seen me on stage.
She live.
I'm really
Yeah.
live.
Okay.
She's
So-
super live on the stage. She ain't even her.
Like
She whoever
totally,
the character
She
is.
transformed. Wow.
So to
She'll
get
have you worried about real life.
like for real,
She might
touch
not
the
be you
emotions
don't even
like
know
that?
how she really act.
I hate when people say that.
She's
I
a
hate
great
when
actor.
people say that.
Wow.
No, I'm a great actress. I really
Wow.
am.
Wow.
So for me to get to that point, because I had took a 10-year hiatus, it took other people to say you're good, or whatever they had to say. And then eventually, like we said, I had to sell myself. I had to sell myself to others. And like I said, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I just get out there and I'll be like, we about to click on and click off. Or click off and then click on. So that was my biggest breakthrough.
Selling yourself that you can get back on that
Yes.
stage again. Wow. I like that.
What about you?
I had to sell myself that people will buy a ticket to come hear me speak. When I started doing my own seminars, that was big for me because in 2010 I used to do my own seminars and I stopped. I don't know why in the world I stopped, but I did. And then in 2015, when I came out with the self-employed t-shirts, a friend of mine did a seminar called From Concept to Commerce, and he wanted me to come speak. And
By the way, if you don't have a self-employed t-shirt, you need to get one.
amen, get 3.
I need
I
one,
was-
as a matter of fact.
They're conversation starters.
Amen. They are, man. They get your business too. So I was on the news with these shirts, right? So this guy, friend of mine, Jared Wilkins, I will forever be grateful for this guy. Because he wanted me to come and share my story, how I made the news, what I did, and give people concepts on what I did. So I went, and I ain't gonna lie, I killed it, dog. Nah, I'm a great speaker. That wasn't the deal. But the deal was what I had going on in my head about myself. That was the problem. So they had this other guy that was supposed to show up to the event that was supposed to be the main line, whatever they call him, the headliner. He didn't show up. And thank God for me, I added value to the event and it just was a killer. And at the end of the event, I sold out everything. It was even more interesting. People was interested in my teaching material besides the shirt. And that's when I knew I was like, oh, wow.
I got something.
Yeah, I got something.
Mm-hmm.
So I went home that night. Me and my wife was like, dude, what you gonna do? Like, people like what you got. Like, and that day, I made a decision and I committed that day that I'm that guy. And I started doing my own events and start selling tickets and blah, blah. But that was big for me because I wasn't sold that people, like, I ain't gonna lie, I get real deep into the practical side of it. Like, dang, like, there's so much going on in the world. People gonna come hear me, buy a ticket, stop what they doing, and go sit in the chair to hear me speak. But I had to forget all that. And if 50 people come, praise God. If 100 people, whatever, I'm sold.
I think every entrepreneur has to go through a point where when they first start, they may not know what they're doing. And then at some point, whether it's a year in, a week in, or 10 years in, they say, oh, shit, I got the formula. and they gotta go with that. If it worked, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it.
Yeah. So that's how I sold myself. And I tell you this, give you a bonus right now. When you learn, look, back to repeating the formula. You sell yourself one time, like these books, I'm sold. I'm a sell out. You understand me? Go ahead, brother.
Ashe.
Ashe, amen. I heard that word. I mean, like amen or something, like I agree or something.
Yeah.
That's that
So
Egyptian
mote it
stuff.
be. That means like, and it shall be. Yeah.
Say it, abracadabra. It means like, it into existence.
Okay, Kool-Aid.
So those are our Hebrew lessons.
That's not
You get so much,
Hebrew.
you get so much
Abracadabra.
stuff in Entrepreneur University.
Amen.
All type of different stuff.
Okay, so what is our ascension from within? So the word education, the Greek root of the word is eduku, which means to bring out. So that's ascension from within. So
Yeah.
when education
To
comes
manifest.
So
Okay.
exactly. So when we talk about Entrepreneur University, we're talking about giving education to people to bring out the best in them. What brings out the best in you? What, not the moment that you said, but what thing? What is it?
It's so much. I do a lot. It's so many things I do. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, one morning I might wake up and I'm on that Young Jeezy, heavy.
Music.
You heard me?
But you
I'm
know,
on that
Yeah.
jizzle. Let me tell you something.
That's
Thug
what music is
Motivation
supposed to do.
101.
Yeah.
When Katrina hit
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
in Houston in a brand new
And music
city,
come with memories.
and that boy said Thug Motivation.
That's repairing your DNA.
Ha ha! Look, I got soul. So sometimes I'm on that Jeezy. Sometimes I got my Christian worship music on. Sometimes I don't need none of that. I'm already sold from yesterday. You understand?
Vibrational frequencies.
You understand?
That's
Abracadabra. You understand? Mufasa. Like, I'm like straight like Scar getting killed today. You understand? Like, Nala don't gotta come looking for me. I'm already there. You understand me? So my thing is, so it just depends, bro. Like today, I ain't gonna lie, 2 cups of coffee get me lit any day. 2 cups, black.
You gotta stop drinking coffee, man.
We're gonna get you right.
Yeah. I'm not mid-dentistry, dog. I just do what works for me, you know.
He said,
I ain't mid-dentistry, you know.
Stop
So
plugging them. They ain't plugging me yet.
that's how we gonna get them. You gotta show
Okay,
love every
all right.
now and then, man.
every now and then.
Yeah, so for me, it's just different stuff, you know. Like, one thing I don't get married to formulas because I'm always discovering new things. Okay, so see y'all.
So what do you feel like brings the best out of you? What thing?
I agree with music. That's one thing. Music can transform my whole mood or put me in the mood for whatever it is that I gotta tackle. And then my second thing is people gonna think I'm cocky.
Let me
but
see. Let me look through
My
the
second
questions.
thing is me. I bring out the best in me.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm committed to it. I'm gonna do it. What you got over there? What's going on?
24-19, Rockets up.
Hand clap.
Into the first quarter, and they want your information.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who, JJ?
They talking about you. They
JJ.
talking about you.
No, you, yeah. You
Earlier
did
when
want
you
your
said, and they
information.
say success leaves clues. That was the game strain. That's my boy. Success leaves clues.
That's your trainer.
Yes. How do y'all feel about success leaving clues? Did it leave you any clues?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Hell, they go back to redirecting the formula or if when I try to get 10, I get 5 plus 5. But at some point, I get a clue that ain't the only way to get 10.
Yeah, to hell with 10. I just go straight to 12. You know, the thing
Oh
is,
my God.
what I mean by I'm being radical right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm at a frequency, the vibration in my mind, the alchemy. I'm in a zone right now. But
these Rockets
success.
updates is giving me life
I
right
got
now.
that.
Amen.
I'm
Yeah.
pissed.
You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Mobbing with my
watching
click
the
or
game.
something.
I feel like I'm watching the game with these updates right now.
I'm trying to pin my information.
Oh, I'm gonna pin both of y'all.
Okay.
So yeah, success. You got to be hungry though. You got to be hungry. They got a scripture in the book of Proverbs that says, "Happy is the man who finds wisdom." Find it. So you only find something when you're looking for it. Okay. I have a principle. I don't want to learn on accident. I want to learn.
It says what? Happiness is what?
No. Happy is the man who finds wisdom.
Okay.
Who finds it. So you only find something when you are intentionally looking for it. So when you are intentional about learning about success, you searching, you researching, you studying, you gonna find it. So it's gonna leave some clues. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was watching a video with an Indian billionaire, and he was talking about how reporters and from magazines be writing stuff hating on companies and just be, criticizing them, and all of a sudden this company, they changed their approach because a writer said something who've never run a business, and they changed what they was doing because of this writer. He was like, them people don't got no conviction. They let somebody who don't have, make them change. So when I heard that, I was like, hey, I'm crazy. I'm committing to crazy. I'm committing to loud. I'm committing to being a maniac, being radical, being aggressive, and that works for me. So that was a clue for me. That gave me permission to stay committed to crazy. Okay? So that's what I did. So that was a clue for me.
Since this is Entrepreneur University, everybody has like the same words that we say over and over again. I want to see what those words mean to y'all. So it's like, I guess we'll start with dedication.
Mm-hmm.
What's that word meaning?
Ladies first.
Dedication to me means discipline.
I like that.
Easy, quick, and simple. I like
Oh,
that.
she's smart. She's so
That's
smart.
cool. Dedication.
I think to me it goes back to like I'm commitment. Like I'm sold. Like non-negotiable. Like today I was trying to get ready today, trying to give my son a nap, and I'm writing my next book. I'm writing. Like I'm always looking for windows to be productive. So I'm just committed, like non-negotiable. I'm committed to whatever it is I'm doing. That's what it means for me.
Motivation.
That's the second word, or that's what it means to
Second
you?
word.
Motivation, what it means to you? I'm
sold. I'm sold. Motivation means daily. I'm consistent.
Motivation means.
Sucker niggas only
Get
gonna
on your
expire.
job. Get on your job.
Motivation.
Motivation means get on your job. Haters, get on your job. It's motivation.
That's what it means to me. Taking everything and using it to serve you, no matter what it is, good, bad, nothing. It all serve you in some kind of way.
Yeah.
You gotta learn from everything and stop acting like things happen to you and don't happen for you. That's my motivation. What happens to me is my motivation. Like I play the cards, I'm there, not trying to play them.
Erykah Badu said, I knew my success was going to happen because I planned for it.
As they say about fear hates a plan. And it's fear, everybody's scared of fear, fear scared of that plan. You got a plan, fear can't do nothing with you.
I like that.
What's the next word? It's 3 words.
Mobbing with my click or something.
Desire. This is gonna seem very watered down, but to me it just means your want.
Yeah. Desire.
But how bad do you want it?
Compared to entrepreneurship, what do you desire? Is it the money? Is it the dream? Is it the?
Are you asking me what I desire?
I'm saying on your path to entrepreneurship, you have a goal. The goal may be money, but the goal may not.
The goal is freedom and money.
Yeah.
That's it. Freedom and money.
So let's talk about money for a second.
Hold on, let me say something about that, because the goal is, we didn't get to that, huh?
That's all right, we got every Monday.
I want freedom and money, but I also want to make a difference in people's lives. And I can't admit, that's money. I'm very, I give it a lot of attention, but I can't admit I also give a lot of attention to bearing fruit and helping people, educating people, and stuff like that.
That goes to freedom. No, I don't. I'm
No,
not.
I
I just
don't.
tried to make it work. But yeah, I like that too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about money.
Okay.
Money to me, it's like, it's not really a goal. It's just, it creates freedom for you. Because
Yes.
I want to be able to go get the best
It's a
education.
goal for me.
I want to be able to go get the best education. I want to be able to go freely roam without having to have a immediate need that's dragging on my coattail, stopping me from actually amassing my true self.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like I need money for. We need money just so we can, if we're going to teach people, we got to give them the best of everything. So,
Right.
I mean, I feel like to be a conscious person, it's your goal to be successful, because you need to teach other people how to do what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I said
if
on my husband, you gotta help people.
Yeah, and if you want to be a shining beacon of light, it's gonna take some money. In this,
It
Yeah,
takes
this
money
realm.
to do everything.
Yeah.
It takes money to do anything.
In
like,
this realm.
to be to make money, you gotta have money. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you better have some money. You can't be an entrepreneur without no money. You gotta have something.
So what about money? Where we going? Where we going with the You know, money solves a problem. You know, money does a
A
lot.
couple problems.
Yeah, it solves a couple of problems. You know, money is a bridge. Money is a bridge. It gets you to where you're trying to go. For example, I read something in a book years ago. The book was called Courageous Leadership, and the guy said, how much ministry can you do with $100? And he said, only $100 worth of ministry. How much ministry can you do with $10,000? $10,000 worth of ministry. So your money determines how far you go. Okay. So if you're a rapper, you're gonna need money to pay them DJs, dog. Play my record.
Cause that's your ministry.
Yep.
That's your ministry. You hear me? I'm gonna just keep it gangster. You know, I was on the radio 2007. Guess what? I paid for that, baby. That payola.
Baby.
I paid for it.
One of your professors is from Louisiana.
New Orleans.
Sorry.
I don't claim Louisiana.
Sorry, baby.
I claim New Orleans.
Baby.
Hold on. He from Honduras.
Really?
I was born look, I'm from both. You understand me? I got a pass. I claim both depending on what room I'm in. Okay? So how much people can you feed? How many homeless people can I saw you was with the homeless yesterday? How many people can you feed with $10,000? Okay? So get your heart gotta understand money is not a bad. Let me tell you something. Watch this.
People got to stop speaking spells over themselves.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Money don't
Somebody
bring
said that.
problems. Everything brings
Listen
problems. Being
to
broke
this.
bring you a lot more problems.
Come on, man.
Being broke, the money
Going,
don't bring.
being from New Orleans,
What did
listen.
they say?
Money brings problems as well. That's a spell.
Man,
That is
I'd rather the
spell.
problems with money
Money can fix
than
all
to having the
of
problems
it.
without money.
It depends on how
Look,
you
I'd rather those problems
Shit.
than to have the problems that come without. I take those problems.
Right.
So watch this. Listen to this.
Depends
Now
on
watch
how
this. I'm
you
gonna say
look at
something towards that. It's about your perception.
So, hold on, wait.
hold
So
on, let me
the
say this.
person,
I gotta
okay,
get
go
this
ahead.
out. So money, like people say, money is the root of all evil. That's not. The Bible says the love of it. The love of it. Now listen to this. I've discovered that money is neither good nor bad, but it depends on whose hands is in. It's all about whose hands is in. Okay? So if you take money, give it to Pop, he black power, black economy, he gonna do it. So it depends on who hands is in. You put it in somebody who's into to women trafficking, guess what? He gonna put it into that.
Right.
So it depends on who hands is in. You follow me? So that's what it's about. So you gotta change your perception
Right.
in the use of it. You understand? So that's what it's about. So
I'd rather the problems.
yeah, I read the problems too. Amen. The congregation is in agreement. Yeah, I'd rather those problems any day. Because it's not a comfortable feeling when you can't feed your kids.
Right.
See,
That ain't comfortable. That ain't.
money is called currency. It literally makes you electric. You can become what you want to be. You have to
Make you smile a little
if
bit
you
longer.
plug a computer up, that bitch start working. Money is that plug. It's that
Right.
It's the word. You ever got some money in your hand and been like, oh my day, your day is different.
Yeah, I'm
You
about
become
to.
an electrically charged
I can do
person.
this, that, and the other.
You
That's
start
why it's
making
called
plans.
currency.
So imagine how much your plans are limited
When you ain't got
or
no.
on delay because the lack of it.
And that's what anybody that got a dream, the only thing they're gonna say on why they can't accomplish their dream is because they ain't got enough money. That's it. Ain't no other excuse somebody gonna get.
Right.
It's loaded.
Because if
I
they
got
had
too
enough
much
money, they would go
videos
do
in
it.
there. It's
So
all
if
good.
everybody using the same, I don't got enough money excuse, something wrong.
Take it off the thing for me. Let me delete some videos. We got 15 minutes left. But yeah, though, man. Oh, we got 5.
8.
We got
Okay.
8 minutes
Q, any
left.
questions? Let's get to a question, man.
Let me see. Let me pick the good
Yeah, let
questions.
her do it.
It should be halftime. Let's see. Oh no, we still got 5 minutes. How's that? We got too much going on.
Come on with these questions. Tell them to ask some questions.
Hey everybody, let's see.
It's
It
Entrepreneur
is-
University. We here for the people. We are the people. That's what I got. Somebody told me the other day. It was like, don't forget when you talk about being for the people that you are the people.
Just because
So you gotta take care of yourself.
I just see comments.
Ask them. Tell them to ask a question.
Ask questions, guys.
Motherfuckers on there.
Just because you study doesn't mean obtain information. What is your page? Whose page?
I put them already.
What pen? Make sure.
Let's just go.
4430.
Not everyone
Excuse
are
me?
supporters.
Yes,
You
sir.
gotta be a number one
Wow.
supporter.
I'm going to hit up that Chachos.
Train your mind to be stronger than your heart, basically.
So
It's a
all
bunch of
comments.
yeah.
Okay, so come on. Now this is where we go. You see, you got to go into the bottom. Yeah.
I went
How
to.
can I get my nonprofit flowing? It costs so much money to help kids. Y'all want to answer for that? Or y'all
that's you,
I
huh?
can start and then you can piggyback.
go ahead.
I'm not into non-profit. I'm into for-profit.
By the way, I am too, and you don't have to have a nonprofit to help people. You can get grants and.
Well, that's
everything.
why I was gonna go with
You
the
can get the
nonprofit.
same thing.
I heard a
But-
billionaire say, you know,
But
let me
people
be- I'm
can't
not
write it
gonna
off
say
on their
that.
taxes if you do it
You
for
can write
profit.
it off on your taxes.
If they
both
give
ways.
you money for profit in a
Oh no.
No,
If
right.
you're an impact organization, you can use a nonprofit so
Right.
people can write it off, but that kind of go into some other shit.
so as a nonprofit, there's so many avenues that you can take. Go ahead, Paul. You can take it.
All right, basically, for nonprofits, I don't think people realize that the action and the impact is more valuable than anything else in the world. So, and that don't really cost no money. You can start a nonprofit and just yesterday, it was 15 of us. Everybody put in maybe $5, and we fed 100 homeless people. If we could go use that footage to go get nonprofit funding, literally, all we would need is a grant writer. So that's the easiest way to do things, is to just get out in the field and start doing what your dream is, and then once you get footage of you doing that, you can actually put paperwork behind it, and then you already have you already put your order in. Now you got to do is wait on your food to be able
But
to return
you
in the
also
second
need to
window.
do the proper paperwork. LLC, whatever it is you want to do. Don't just be out here talking about you're a nonprofit taking money from people.
Facts. Don't do that.
Right, yeah, you definitely want to do that.
But I don't suggest
Don't
nonprofit.
mess up the game. The game messed
Yeah.
up already.
I don't suggest nonprofit to anyone, no matter who you want to help, what you want to do, because you don't have control of your money. You just have
Right.
money. And then you basically become a government entity that wants to work at their
I'm
will.
so
And you
excited.
can't do what you want to do. You got to do what they want you to do.
Shit.
So I would say become an organization that's for profit, make that money, get them same grants, and start hiring and doing the jobs for the people that you want to do. You feel me?
What's another question?
I have the paperwork, just not 501c3. You don't got the
You ain't
paperwork.
got the paperwork.
You don't got the paperwork.
Visit Jane Jane.
You gotta
Yeah.
100 for the watch.
You gotta
Yeah.
get all the paperwork, baby.
A 501c3 is needed. It's gonna cost you about $750.
Are you in Houston?
That's a half page. They in Houston.
A nonprofit?
No. That's it's a fake page,
Oh.
but they probably a real person
Oh.
that got this shit going.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they got another picture of one of the bundles.
Yeah.
Well, y'all messing up the game,
Y'all
bro.
really are.
We see we got to follow and see as you like, oh man, we don't trust you.
It might be a real half page. I don't know.
Nah,
You
it
can't
ain't
be a
nothing.
half page being a
Why
nonprofit.
Why people doing that, dog? That's so lame. Yo.
He like, yo, like fake pages.
Nah, baby.
I like troll accounts.
Really?
People come, I don't like it when they're against me, but I like to laugh. So.
Nah, man, that ain't real. That ain't real. So let's summarize.
So you should have gotten 3 points today. We didn't get to the fourth one. That's all right.
Yeah,
Come
that's
back
all
next
right.
Monday.
That's all right. That
You
one.
should have
Need.
gotten 3 points today out of how to tap into your passion.
Number 1.
Master your mind. No, sell yourself.
Number 2.
Master your mind.
Number 3.
Sell yourself daily.
Daily. My God.
Every moment is a moment for presentation. Word to J.J. Simmons.
See, that's what I'm saying. Every moment is a moment for presentation. I did say that, huh? My God.
Next week we're going live from our Instagram page, guys. So
Yeah.
we'll continue to go live. From
Listen,
our personal
forget
pages
every other
for a
show you've
while.
been listening to. Look, forget all them dudes. Forget everybody. Just plug into this one.
Yeah.
Because we're going to help you. Like, for example, today we had no fluff, right? There was no fluff, no plan. You know, this is not 979 The Box, baby. This is Spotify, no commercials. But we're going to get commercials later. But my point is, we got content.
If you have a business and you want your business pubbed or plugged into this podcast, let us know.
Yeah, you need to
It's
come get
gonna cost
interviewed.
you, but let us know.
Of course, they already know that. They don't mind
I mean, it's
spending
a
money, right,
business.
guys? They don't mind spending money. Come on, man.
Of
Them
course
people
not.
millionaires over there on the other line.
Speak it.
Some of the big
Come on, man.
Speak
They
it.
don't mind. They don't mind. So let's talk about that right quick. This is off subject. This is a bonus. What do you tell people that don't like to spend money to expand their business? What would you tell a Miss Creative Firm?
You can't come over here. We don't.
No, the downside, man. Come on.
What's the question again? If they
What
don't
would
want
you
to
tell
spend
somebody
money,
that doesn't like to spend money on their business?
who have a struggle with spending money with, you know.
You cannot make money if you're not gonna spend money.
Yeah, like they say
Period.
behind the street, scared money don't make money.
You can.
Somebody wrote a big stupid long comment. Let's see what they talking about.
I see a whole bunch of hearts. That's a
I'm
good
a stylist,
sign.
but helping kids with drug addiction and drug addicted
Oh, that's the
parents is
pa-
my
that's the
passion.
fake page.
Helping kids out is the situation I was growing up. I have locked for my hair business also.
That's a fake page.
Fact, Trina, they don't want a business deal.
Right, you cannot.
If you don't want to
If you
spend
don't want to
money,
spend money, it costs money to do everything. Just to get the
I
right
think social
paperwork,
media-
it costs money.
business is spending money. The commerce is the exchange of goods and services. If you want to grow your business, you got to find somebody that can help you grow your business. And guess what they're gonna do? Charge your ass.
Let me say this before we get off because this makes me so upset. This is totally off topic. If you go to a black business to support a black business, stop asking for discounts. That is not the purpose of supporting black businesses. Stop asking for discounts. That pisses me off. You're not gonna go anywhere else. That's not the purpose of Black Wall Street.
Amen.
At Best Buy, even on Black Friday, you ain't gonna ask them to give you nothing no cheaper.
Now let me be the let me flip it. Another thing. If you're in black business, make sure your game is together. And don't be mediocre. Okay?
We gotta be better.
Don't expect us to spend money with you because you black. Make sure your stuff is legit. You understand? Make sure you official. And stop trying to bully people or try to make people feel guilty for not supporting you and you operating out here mediocre.
Right.
Okay? You're selling hamburgers, the meat ain't all the way cooked. No, I'm serious, cause you gotta be cause I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't nobody gonna bully me to spend money with them.
Right.
Make sure you are official at the same time.
But that's okay. So you get two different customers. Cause you are the customer. You messed up my stuff. I'm not coming back to you.
Exactly.
I'm the customer because you are black owned. I have a passion for that, and my heart is with that. I give you 3 times to mess me up.
3?
I give you 3, but I tell you
3
what
is
it
a long time.
3
I
is
give
a
you
long
1.
time.
This is what
3
I
is.
will give you.
But I tell you what it is. I'm gonna be like, hey, my hamburger not cooked. This, that, and I give you 3 times just
High five
because,
for you.
only
High five.
because I be trying to support y'all.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but
I'ma give you
I'm gonna
once.
talk to you. I'm gonna say, look, but this is what I do. I always look for value. So if you fuck up my hamburger, I'm gonna say, give me some good toasted buns. You know what I'm saying? But you left the meat out.
See, I'm the consumer. I don't like surprises. I like to know what I'm getting. Okay?
But
I don't
you know
like to
why I
be
give
shocked.
you 3 times?
I
It
respect
is
you
a
for
lot,
that,
but
though.
I give you 3 times because as black consumers,
1, 2, 3
we will
strikes you
go,
out.
we go to other people and they don't do anything for us. We will continue to go to Walmart and they have horrible customer service. We will continue to go to different people that are not black owned, and when we get to a black owned person, we'll be like, oh, that's why I don't shop black owned.
I got you.
That's why I give you 3 times.
I got you.
Oh, but after that 3rd one, I'm gonna tell
Wow,
everybody
wow.
but they ain't right.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't want people shopping places where they're gonna lose.
Wow. Well.
That's what I don't want.
Is that our time?
That's our
That is
time.
our time.
All
Great,
right. Well,
great class today.
Entrepreneur University. And we'll see y'all next Monday, man. Look like my friend right here got some work. You want to say something? Look like something on your mind. You good?
Next Monday, 8 o'clock.
Next Monday, 8 o'clock.
Same time, same place.
Okay, cool. Hey, we official, man. First episode in the bank. Peace.
I'm still alive. Shit. Oh,
What's the score?
52-41 Rockets.
Third quarter?